Good morning. Time check. It's 12 midnight. And this is in continuation of our discussion with the last parts of Mi Ultimo Adios. But before that, I forgot to give you a short synopsis of or background why Mi Ultimo Adios, or My Last Farewell, was written by Dr. Jose Rizal. Okay. According to historians, okay, uh, Mi Ultimo Adios was probably written when Rizal was still in exile in Dapitan. And some historians also said that Mi Ultimo Adios was written on the eve of his execution on December 30, 1896. Okay. That's why we celebrate Rizal Day on December 30. It's not the birth of Rizal, but it's the day when he was executed. Okay, while he was in Fort Bonifacio, okay, on the eve of his execution, his sisters Narcisa, Josefa, Maria, Trinidad, Lucia, along with his two nephews, uh, visited him, and Rizal gave a piece of paper in which he wrote the Mi Ultimo Adios. Okay, so he gave it in secret through a lampara, kanang suga sa una nga alcohol ang gitubil, although empty siya, para in order to hide it from the guards. So the sisters took Mi Ultimo Adios, but when Josephine Bracken, the wife of Rizal, knew it, so she took it, and after Rizal's death, he brought the original piece of Mi Ultimo Adios back to her country of origin, Germany. Okay. Then 2 years after, Josephine Bracken allegedly sold the original piece to to an American publishing company based in Hong Kong, and it was first published there. And from then on, lots of translations coming from different historians in the world. It was translated in different languages. Okay, and scholars, historians also made their own reflections on what was written, okay, in Rizal's Mi Ultimo Adios. And one striking point in this letter or piece of a poem or a poem is Rizal's love for his country. And if we are going to relate this love of country to this present moment, okay, during his time, Rizal was a revolutionary person, meaning, but his revolutionary acts were done through a pen. He wrote a lot: the Mi Ultimo Adios, the Noli Me Tangere, the El Filibusterismo. Okay, all of these writings were products of Rizal's love for his country. He wanted the Philippines to be free from outside forces or from foreign country, which was Spain. Okay, remember that the Philippines was colonized by Spain for more than 300 years. Okay, that's why more than 50%, okay, more than 50% or majority of our traditions, our language, okay, the way we think, the way we act, the way we behave are Spanish. Okay, now going back, as we are going to relate this Mi Ultimo Adios to our our course, our subject, okay, in which the first part of this course is nationalism. Okay, Rizal's nationalism was embedded, okay, in his heart, because again he wanted the Philippines to be free from outside forces. Now, um, along with this love for country, guys, is Rizal's uh, desire to be free in terms of speech. Okay, he wanted freedom of speech because during his time, okay, the Filipinos were not allowed to speak ill against the Spanish government. Okay, um, the Philippines was a colony of Spain. Okay, it is as if there was dictatorship. There was no freedom at all. There was no freedom. There was no democracy to speak of. Okay, now in Rizal's Mi Ultimo Adios, okay, from the first stanza up to the 14th stanza, okay, Rizal aired out or expressed his his desire that one day, sooner or later, during his time, okay, the Philippines would be free from any foreign forces. Okay. Now, today, in our studies of CFLM 1, okay, these are my questions. Okay, the essential questions for that matter. Okay, first, when you're after reading, okay, or after memorizing Mi Ultimo Adios, what have you realized? Okay, you are provided with the English translations, because of course you have not studied the Spanish language, but still you are asked to memorize the Spanish version. I purposely ask you to memorize the Spanish version because I want you to feel how the lines are beautifully crafted by Rizal. And uh, alongside with this Spanish translation, you can see uh, how the English version is also beautifully crafted. Okay, so there's no reason for you to not to understand Rizal's Mi Ultimo Adios. Okay, that's the first question. Okay, the second question is, okay, if you were given the chance to live in the era of Rizal or in the time of Rizal, would you feel the same way as Rizal did? Okay. Another question. Okay. In the present situations of our Philippine uh, governmental system, okay, what will you do? Okay, or how will you express nationalism and patriotism to our country? Okay, um, although that will be part of your assignment that you are that when we discuss further uh, this this course, uh, little by little you will realize the answers. Okay. For now, um, I will teach you how to properly pronounce the uh, remaining stanzas from the 9th to the 14th stanzas. Okay. First, wait. So we ended with Ora también, o patria, por mi descanso, adios. Okay. The 9th stanza starts with Ora por todos cuantos murieron sin ventura. Okay. Por cuantos padecieron tormentos sin igual. Por nuestras pobres madres que gimen su amargura. Okay. Reminder, letter G is pronounced as letter H in Latin, in Spanish. The same with letter J. Okay. It's so-called Baguioman. Okay. Por huérfanos y viudas, por presos en tortura. Okay. I noticed that many of you still pronounce E as Y, letter Y. Again, it is pronounced as E in Spanish. E ora por ti que veas tu redención final. Okay. It's not redemption. Okay. C is pronounced TH. Redención final. Y cuando en noche oscura se envuelva el cementerio, y solo muertos queden velando allí. It's not Ali, allí, double L. No torbes su reposo, no torbes el misterio. Tal vez, okay, Z, okay, TH siya. Tal vez acordes oigas de, okay, again, it's not cítara, okay, cítara o salterio. Soy yo, querida patria, yo que te canto a ti. Okay. I am not going to read the Spanish texts fast, okay, because I am after of each word that you are going to pronounce properly. Okay, next. Y cuando ya mi tumba de todos olvidada, no tenga cruz ni piedra que marquen su lugar. Deja que la are el hombre la esparza con la azada. Okay, deja, okay, letter J, que la are el hombre. It's not hombre. In Spanish, it's silent H. Okay. El hombre la esparza, Z na siya, con la azada. Okay? Let men plow and with a spade scatter it. Okay? Emis cenizas. Okay. Letter C and letter Z. Same pronunciation. Okay. Emis cenizas. Okay. Emis cenizas. Antes que vuelvan a la nada. Okay. By the way, when I studied the Spanish language, I had difficulty. Okay, I admit, I had also difficulty in pronouncing the words because of my speech defect. But as time went on, studying Spanish, I get used to it. Okay. The only foreign language that I did not finish is French. Yeah. I did not finish French because it's very difficult to pronounce. Okay. El polvo de tu alfombra que vayan a formar. Okay. Again, the whole stanza. Y cuando ya me tumba de tus olvidada, no tengo cruz ni piedra que marquen su lugar. Deja que al are el hombre la esparza con la azada y mis cenizas antes que vuelvan a la nada. El polvo de tu alfombra que vayan a formar. Okay. Next stanza. Entonces, kanang maingon mo expression ninyong na entonces ko, it's actually a Spanish. Okay. Then nothing matters, it means. Pero wag na entonces ko, wag yun, nada yun ko. Wala yun ko ato. Okay. Entonces, nada importa, me pongas en olvido. Tu atmósfera, tu espacio, tus valles cruzare. Vibrante, okay, vibrante y limpia nota seré para tu oído. Aroma, luz, colores, rumor, canto, gemido. Constante repitiendo la esencia de mi fe. Okay? Constantly repeating the essence of my faith. Okay? Very beautiful. Again, entonces nada importa me pongas en olvido. Tu atmósfera, tu espacio, tus valles cruzare. Vibrante y limpia nota seré para tu oído. Aroma, luz, colores, rumor, canto, gemido. Constante repitiendo la esencia de mi fe. Okay, next stanza. Mi patria idolatrada, dolor de mis dolores. Very beautiful. Okay. Okay. Mi patria idolatrada, dolor de mis dolores. Querida Filipinas, hoy el postrer adios. Ahí, it's not ahi, silent H. Ahí te dejo todo, mis padres, mis amores. Voy donde no hay esclavos, verdugos ni opresores. Donde la fe no mata, donde el que reina es Dios. Okay. Again. Mi patria idolatrada. Okay, idolatry. I idolize my country. Mi patria idolatrada, dolor de mis dolores. Querida Filipinas, hoy el postrer adiós. Ahí te dejo todo, mis padres, mis amores. Voy donde no hay esclavos, verdugos ni opresores. Donde la fe no mata, donde el que reina es Dios. Okay. Last stanza, the 14th stanza. Adios, padres y hermanos, trozos del alma mía, amigos de la infancia y en perdido hogar. That, okay, dad, letter D, when a word is ended, or when the word ends with letter D, it's as tunga sa D ug T. That, okay. That gracias que descanso del fatigoso día. Adios, dulce extranjera, mi amiga, mi alegría. Adios, queridos seres, morir es descansar. Okay, farewell, loved ones, to die is to rest. Okay, again, last stanza. Adios, padres y hermanos, trozos del alma mía, amigos de la infancia, en perdido hogar. Dat gracias que descanso del fatigoso día. Adiós, dulce extranjera, mi amiga, mi alegría. Adiós, queridos seres, morir es descansar. Okay. Morir es descansar. Okay. Take note, always take note that in Spanish, okay, when we are done with this course, guys, and you will proceed to your studies, and in the future you are going to encounter Spanish words. At least you can pronounce it well, or you know how to pronounce it properly. Okay, it's very simple. There are words that or there are letters that that are not pronounced. Okay, not pronounced. The words are pronounced differently compared with ours, with the English language. Okay, and in Spanish, the vowels a, e, o, u are emphasized. Okay, if this I, gahi ina, gahi. Kung ma I, homok. Okay, same with o and u. Okay. Now, after mi Ultimo Adios, okay, I will upload another video discussing the nitty-gritties, meaning the details of mi Ultimo Adios. Why I chose mi Ultimo Adios, same with last year when I handled this subject, is that it is, as this is what I have been saying, I have been sharing with my students. The mi Ultimo Adios is a landmark writing in Philippine history that speaks of nationalism and patriotism, okay, of that every Filipino should have towards the Philippines. Why we are so divided, aside from that we are divided geographically, because we are 7,107 islands, but in terms of the connection, okay, the connection of our thoughts, the connection of every Filipinos, in the entire archipelago, it's not that strong. Okay, why? Because of the lack of nationalism and patriotism. Okay, if you notice, guys, when you see international, for example, international football league, okay, when you see England, for example, play, okay, and when the English national anthem is sung or is played, everybody sings, everybody stands. Okay, that's an expression of how they love their country. Also with Americans. Okay, when every American hears the Star Spangled Banner being played, they would always stand and they would always sing. Okay, they would always sing. Okay, that's why after me Ultimo Adios, okay, after me Ultimo Adios, I will ask you to sing properly uh, the Philippine National Anthem, okay, with all the exact words. Uh, I would consider uh, uh, your pitch, your tone, or your voice, but I am after of uh, the correct words, because until now I always hear students singing the national anthem. I mean the words uh, sayop. Okay. Abot talag college, wag gyapon ko memorize sa saktong lyrics ang mga estudyante. Okay. You might be wondering why I am uploading my discussions in my YouTube channel. It's because there's no other way I can upload it. It's very very hard to upload long videos in the Google Classroom. So si YouTube sobrang anong mudawat. So in my I created a YouTube channel, although it's for my fishing activities, but it's up to you. But I would be glad if you like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Okay, for those of you who love fishing, you can enjoy watching my, although I don't have good cameras, I don't have cameraman, lingo-lingo lang. It's part of my hobby. It's my one of when I get sick, to tell you guys, when I get sick, I go to the ocean to relieve myself. When I am sad, I go fishing. Makakuha man sa dili the joy, okay, the relief that I get is priceless. Okay, that's all, and good morning.